Walkie Talkie, number 10, I think, the drone edition. So, yeah. Uh, so, yesterday, I woke up early. Oh, by the way, I'm still here at the Travertine Hot Springs, Natural Hot Springs, here in Bridgeport, California. So, yesterday, I woke up early. I was going to go do some drone shot at the hot springs because right by the hot springs, there's a bunch of rocks that are like canyon looking rocks. They're really cool. So I was like, I want to go do some drone shots. Anyway, I got there. There's nobody there because I got up really early in the morning. It was like 6 in the morning, 6:30 when I got there. And so I started doing my drone. 5 minutes in, my drone is in the air. So here's a guy. He's coming in to use the hot springs. And I see him walking by and I waved at him. Instead of waving back, the guy says, "You can't fly drones here." Okay, let's just stop for a second. Okay, we all met guys like this in our lives, right? Guys that's always worrying about what other motherfuckers are doing instead of worrying about himself. And whether in school, at work, whatever, even strangers, they always tell you what you can't do. Now, I know that I can fly drones here because anyway, if you fly drones and you have like a DJI drone, for example, they have geolocking, meaning that it literally has maps of all the places that you can't fly, and it'll prevent you from taking off. But if you want to be double sure, they have apps like from the FAA called Before You Fly. You can check if that area you're in, you can fly drones as well. Anyway, I know he's just full of shit. But that got me thinking, though, what possesses someone to be like that, to be a dick, basically? And I'm thinking there's different types, right? Because you got the first type, and those are like the super Boy Scouts, right? There might be a rule here, there might not be a rule here, but because they are afraid to do it, they see other people doing something, and deep inside, they kind of want to do it themselves, but they can't because they're a super Boy Scout. They kind of don't want other people to do it either. So they go out and they tell people, you can't do this, man. You can't do this here. Like the super rules, right? But the guy that I was talking to, that's not him. You know, he obviously doesn't have a drone. He doesn't know anything about drones. And I replied to him. I said, hey, brother, this is BLM land. Yeah, you can fly drones here. And his response was, oh, I thought, okay, that tells me right there, he basically confirmed that he was full of shit. So what possesses someone to go around telling people what they can't do? Like, what is that? What is up with that? You know, he's not the first kind of person. I mean, is he like the second kind, which means he's just a total dick? I don't know. You know, uh, but what's interesting is I think there might be a third kind. After thinking long and hard, I realized this might very well just be a lack of communication skills on his part. Because I don't think he's like a super Boy Scout or he's a total dick. I think he might just be one of those super tree huggers. The kinds that think like the drones are killing nature and you know uh, and it's just 100% anti-drone, right? And I understand a little bit about that because I do respect nature a lot, but I don't think the drones are killing nature. But yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that are kind of like that. They're like super tree huggers, I call them. And but if that's the case, he could have just said, "Hey, listen, your drone is kind of noisy. You mind, going somewhere else?" And honestly, I'm being 100% honest here. If he would have said that, I would have said, "Hey, you know what? I'm pretty much done here." I would have closed it up, landed my drone, and got out of there. But because he didn't say that, he just said, "You can't fly drones here." That's it only escalates the situation, So it goes back to my primal instinct, which is like, this guy is a dick, so I'm gonna outdick his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go. So in this particular case, instead of me landing my drone and going somewhere else, I flew the drone for another fucking 10 minutes just to piss him off. But I think that's what happens, you know, at the end of the day. I think sometimes we got to make sure we know how to communicate what we're trying to get across because I don't, you know, I can't be 100% sure if the guy knows he's like a total dick for walking around just telling people they can't fly drones or whatnot. I don't know what was in his mind, you know? I mean, did he think like if I say that, they'll believe me and they'll just turn the drones off? You know, I don't know what kind of mentality, what he was thinking might happen, but yeah, I think that's pretty much what happened. So I thought that was a pretty interesting day, and it shows a little bit of human dynamics. I guess I'm at the edge here, so I think I need to wrap this up. I don't know how long this walkie-talkie is, but yeah, let's go and wrap it up. That's a great walkie-talkie, number 10, I think. And I'll talk to you on the next one. I'll be like, woo!